what other team has been off to just like a near perfect start this year than the Cleveland Cavaliers? What is going on, everybody? How is everybody doing today? Yeah, the Cavs were kind of drawn with a little bit of criticism for the Donovan Mitchell trader. People were just a little bit worried how he was going to gel into this Cavaliers offense. How is he going to look after not having the greatest playoffs last year in 2022? But he has just exceeded expectations, playing like a top 10 player in the league right now. And I asked you guys on my community tab, what should my next 10-year rebuild, like what team should I use? And you guys pretty much said the Cleveland Cavaliers. So my first 10-year rebuild in 2K23 came with the Utah Jazz. So we're going to be doing the other team from the Mitchell trade. And the Jazz were a team that's just rebuilding. We built through the draft. But for this team, we already have 4 out of the 5 core players in the starting lineup under control for a while. 26-year-old Mitchell will be 36 by the end of this video. He could still be a really good player for us. Garland's going to be 32, not going anywhere. Mobley's going to be 31, not going anywhere. And Jared Allen will be 34. Who knows? He might hit some regression post 30, but for now, he is going to be our starting 5. We have other good veterans like Kevin Love. He's 34. We'll see how many years we get out of him. LeVert has been solid this year for the Cavs. I mean, he had that great game against the Celtics, but then I think scored like 4 points the night after. Rubio, another veteran. Dean Wade is 25 years old. And then we have Isaac Okoro, who will be a little bit of a wild card since he is only 21 as well, and he is a previous 5th overall pick. I'm not the biggest fan of Okoro. He was actually one of the 5 players I disliked for this season compared to relative expectations, so we'll see how much we can build from him in this video. Because yeah, this Cavs team, unlike the Jazz team, like we're going to be good. Like hopefully every year of this rebuild, I'm trying to win 3-4 plus championships in a 10-year span. So I think for now, we are going to be starting Isaac Okoro. I do want to be giving Dean Wade some minutes as well. So Love will probably be getting the backup center spot. Dean Wade will be that kind of fringe guy between the 3, 4, and 5. He's getting about 15 minutes, and we'll go about 20 to Rubio as well. So this is going to be the bench. It's solid with LeVert, Love, Rubio, and Wade, but LeVert being 28, Love being 34 and Rubio being 31. We don't have too much long-term stability there coming off the bench. System proficiency under JB Bickerstaff is going to be 3-star defense. Now, Garland, not the greatest defensive fit. Everybody else is solid. We'll see if that changes throughout this video if we think that's best. And for allocating the shot tendencies, I wouldn't mind Allen going up to a 60 and then Mobley up to a 65. Garland at an 80 is fine. Mitchell at a 95 is good. LeVert 75 is good. Rubio we could probably lower to a 65. Same with Kevin Love. Dean Wade being at a 30, we can up that to a 50. Lopez and Jetty aren't going to be in the rotation right now. And Okoro, yeah, he does not need to be at a 35 shot tendency. That will go up to a 60. I'm just hoping he provides some good defense for us. So yeah, I will most likely see you guys at the end of the year. I don't think I'm going to be making a trade deadline move. We don't have a lot, like any draft picks really throughout this video. I mean, at least till 2028. And I think I'll have to double check because I believe the Jazz get some 2029 picks in there as well as like maybe even 2028 with a swap. But yeah, it's going to be pretty thin, pretty bare with the pick situation. But yeah, I'll let you guys know if there is a trade to be made. If not, I will see you guys in the 2023 playoffs. So this Cavs team was just solid at the deadline. We were 20 games above 500. I didn't really need to make a trade at all. We could have thought about an Okoro move, but that may come down the line if we feel like that could take us to the next step. Just still using his young trade value to leverage it for a different player. Did we get anybody on an All-NBA team? No, we do not. Defensive team? Mobley, yes. Mobley makes all defensive second team. And we are the 2 seed in the Eastern Conference. We will be going up against the Celtics, who are the 8 seed. The Nets is the 10 seed, snuck in as the 8 seed through the play-in tournament. Mitchell led the team with 27.5 points, 6.7 assists, 1.5 steals, 55, 43, 91 splits. Wow. An MVP. How is that not an All-NBA team on a 2 seed? That is an incredible season from Donovan Mitchell. Garland, 21 and 10, 1.2 assists, 53, 41, 90 splits. Oh my God, how is that not maybe an All-NBA season? He unfortunately wasn't an All-Star. Donovan Mitchell was, though. We kind of saw Evan Mobley's stats before, but Jared Allen, 15 and 11, 1.8 blocks, 60% from the field. I will take that. Mobley's numbers were good for his sophomore season. He doesn't really need to score a ton to be really an impact player. LeVert, 14 points a night, good efficiency. He'll probably start over Okoro or at least play more minutes than him in the playoffs. I also gave him a new contract extension since he was a pending free agent. 13 mil next year, 14 mil the year following in his age 30 year. And speaking of contracts, I gave Kevin Love a 2-year extension. He'll be getting about 14 mil next year, about 15 mil the year after that with a player option. I thought I gave him a player option there. Maybe it's not showing. But yeah, I'll take him his age 36 season. I did want to keep him around. I mean, the numbers were all right. Just got to get that field goal percentage up. Rubio, 8 points, 6 assists. The efficiency wasn't great, but he will be coming back. Okoro, not too bad. The best I was gonna say the best shooting of his career, but not as good as it was last year. And then there's Dean Wade, who shot 40% from 3. I don't think he's gonna be playing in the playoffs, unfortunately. Or do I just not play? No. Yeah, he'll be playing. So Rubio, I think I'm gonna drop to like 15 minutes. Wade, we could probably up to 17. Love's gonna drop to 20. Levert's gonna get 29 with Okoro getting 23. Mitchell's gonna be getting 38. 36 to Garland. Maybe we'll do 18 to Love, 16 to Wade, 22 to Okoro. And then we could do 37 to Garland, 39 to Mitchell, maybe 30 to Levert, and then 33 to Mobley. So system proficiency, still 3-star defense. I mean, it's such a small sample size, but who performed? I mean, Mitchell was great. Garland was phenomenal. Mobley was really good. Levert shot 50% from the field, but he was great. Jared Allen was solid. Who wasn't good? 53% from Okoro. Okay, Love did not perform. Ugh, Love was bad. Rubio was not great. And Dean Wade was horrendous. Luka wins it all, or excuse me, he wins the Western Conference Finals MVP, and Giannis is your Eastern Conference Finals MVP. Luka versus Giannis, and Giannis wins that. I never see the Bucks win it really in year 1 at all, so this is pretty cool to see. Division rival. We're trying to be in their spot next year. Dwight Howard is going into the Hall of Fame. And yeah, we won't be really doing anything in the draft lottery for the time being unless we had to trade one of our top players in 5 years who's a disgruntled star. The Pacers are getting our pick at 27. That is from the Caris LeVert trade during the 2021 trade deadline. Or excuse me, that would have been the 2022 trade deadline. All right, we do need to get a head scout. So let's just look at who has the best basketball IQ. Willard Wells looks like a beast addition. We're going to snag Stephen Carpenter as a domestic scout, Irvin Strong as a foreign scout, and then we're going to get one more domestic scout in Larry Harrington. All right, so it is the 2023 NBA draft. Do we have any second round picks? We do pick 47 from the Golden State Warriors. I don't think I'm going to make any moves right now. We're going to keep most of this core. With the 47th pick, oh, wait, we have a trade. De'Aaron Fox for 6? Whoa. Well, he is now, I think, a Spur. Is there anybody I recognize in the second round? Not really. So I'm going to take a Eurostash player in Terry Cisse. But Scoot Henderson went 1. Okay. Wemby goes 2 to the Wizards. Whitehead 3. Asor, then Amen Thompson. Kaysen Wallace was traded to the Kings. So they like Wallace over Fox. What are you doing? We're going to pick up the team option on Evan Mobley. We're going to decline it on Jetty Osman. Definitely going to pick it up on Okoro. We're going to pick it up on Stevens and Isaiah Mobley for tampering purposes. Just to make sure that Evan Mobley never leaves us. I mean, Jetty back for the minimum. We definitely should do that. I would like to see if we can get a solid center as well, like a backup. I mean, Pirtle would be great. He's a good system match. You know what? Let's give him 3 years. I would even give him a 4th year. Can we do that? I was going to be like, can we even do a 5th year? That's going to go up as well. I mean, he's going to get probably a lot more money in the open market. He's one of the more underrated big men in the league. But that is a huge bench addition, getting Jakob Poeltl on this team. I would love Matisse Thybulle, but we're not going to be able to get him or DiVincenzo. Iguodala, just in case, like, we'll snag him on the minimum. He's a good system fit. Just going to try to snag other minimum guys on the system fit, like AJ Cox, this guy in the G League. We're going to pick him up. And Matthew Dellavedova, welcome back to Cleveland. Player progression, we got Garland passing Mitchell as the top-rated player on the team. All right, so let's just look at the rotation next year. They want to go Garland 37, Mitchell 36. They want to start Iguodala. We are not doing that. We are going to be starting probably Okoro for another year. Iguodala is going to get replaced by Rubio. Yeah, with Poeltl in there, I don't think Dean Wade will be in the rotation, which makes sense. Love is going to drop to about 20 minutes a night. I would like to give even maybe like 18. Poeltl 23. I'd like to go 27 to Levert to be the full-time 6th man. Allen 31, Mobley 33. I guess we'll give... I think we're going to go one less to these guys and go about 24 to Okoro as the starting 3. System proficiency is now up to 3.5 stars. Garland's getting a little bit better. Like I said, like last year, I'll see you guys at the deadline if I have a move to make. Love has the player option, but yeah, I don't think I'm going to make any moves unless like we're really disappointing this year. Okay, this team did not need to make a move at the deadline. We go 72-10. That has to warrant somebody making an All-NBA team. Okay, it is Darius Garland this year. 24.9 points, career high. 12 assists. I want to check if that led the league. An elite 65% true shooting percentage. We are the 1 seed. I mean, we went 72-10. That is not surprising at all. I'm very, just curious to see who led the league in assists. And it was Garland with 12.1. Taking a look at the season stats, Mitchell was still the leading scorer. Maybe another snub from an All-NBA team. That efficiency is insane. How is he shooting 44% from 3 and 57 from the field? Mobley was really good. The numbers, or the points went up. The rebounds went up. The assists went up. I will take that. 49 from the field, 35 from 3, 81 from the line. Levert was solid as well. I'm liking that contract extension. Jarrett Allen's been playing really well. Okoro was better. I doubt I match a deal, so I'm hoping we get him back on the qualifying offer. But yeah, like I said, he's probably gone if some team offers him a deal. Love did shoot well from 3 and from the line again. He's probably going to play less than the minutes just because I'm scared of what he did last year. There's Pirtle, Rubio, also not as efficient, so maybe he's not going to play as much either. We're taking on the Hawks. We'll take a look at their team in a second. Rubio's getting about 10 minutes tonight. We're going to go about 15 to Love. I think I'm going to start Levert over Okoro. And then do 25 to Pirtle. Let's see. I would like to go 38 to Mitchell, 38 to Garland, 33 to Mobley, and we're going to do one more to Jarrett Allen. Pirtle's shot tendency was a 53. I'm just going to up that to a 60. So we're taking on the Hawks, who have added Tim Hardaway Jr. Welcome back to Atlanta. Seth Curry. Should beat them. All right, game 1, we end up winning. I'm kind of nervous because what happened last year? We went up 2-0 real quick, but it didn't matter. All right, we blow them out, but we did that last year. I think we'll beat them though. Let's see, 3-0, 3-1, and we end up gentlemen sweeping them. Okay, so we finally win our first playoff series of the video. Shout out to Garland, man. All right, so round 2 against the Boston Celtics. Malcolm Brogdon, Marcus Smart, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Robert Williams. That is a solid team. You got Grant Williams, Mo Wagner, Peyton Pritchard, Alec Burks, KCP off the bench. We're looking for revenge for upsetting us last year. It's a good team, man. Game 2, we lose, so it was by 34. All right, 1-1. Game 3, we lost again. Oh, my God. Is Boston going to beat me 2 years in a row? 3-1? Come on. All right, well, we're on the verge of getting gentlemen swept by a 4 seed after losing to them last year, and they were a 7 seed. So let's see if we can win at the, what is it, the Rocket Mortgage Arena, Quicken Loans Arena, one of the two. It's not looking great. It's back and forth. We're choking in the fourth, and we, oh, my God, we get outscored by 17 in the fourth quarter. Mitchell, Vert shot well. I mean, everybody's shooting well. Ugh, I really don't know. Maybe we just have too many fish to feed. I don't know. Who shot 1 for 7 and 1 for 5? Love and Okoro. Okay. Yeah. That's not great. We lose again. I should have 2 titles by now. This sucks. You got Celtics Nuggets in the finals. And the Celtics win in 7 with Tatum being your finals MVP. There goes Iguodala. I was hoping like Kevin Love was going to retire. Chris Paul and Carmelo Anthony are heading to the Hall of Fame. Draft lottery, we don't have anything here. I think we do get our first round pick. Yeah, it's at 29. So we're hoping to land a solid talent there. I mean, if we have another disappointing season next year, there is a chance that JB Bickerstaff is gone. We're going to get Ken Brand to be our shot doctor. All right, so let's see what moves if we want to make a trade. Man, this Derek guy is 24 years old. He's a 59 overall. I'm looking to maybe draft a point guard that would replace Rubio. Donnell Towns could potentially be that guy. He's 22 years old. Let's see how he is. Xavier Booker goes to the Thunder. They got him, Shea, and they got Scoot Henderson over there now. Donnell Towns, 72 overall. Sisse still has another year overseas. Mobley, we're picking up the team option on. Okoro has an $11.8 million qualifying offer. I might even resign that. He wants 24 mil. Get out of here. It's a good system match. You know what? AJ Cox, I might get him back on the qualifying offer. And then just play him over Rubio. Because this might be Love's last year, unless I can get him back for a really cheap deal. But yeah, I don't know. Like, Rubio, he's all right. Let's see what happens with Okoro. And we're going to have to pay Evan Mobley a lot of money next season. Yeah, so it looks like Okoro's going to come back on the qualifying offer. But there is a chance I still move him. Love regresses to an 81. Rubio regresses to a 75. I don't think he makes the rotation this year. Levert is 30, man. He might start regressing soon as well. I think I'm about to do this trade straight up for Bobby Portis. Yeah, Okoro maybe is at that value right now, but Bobby Portis is on the last year of his deal. He's a good power forward that will be a nice bench with him and Pirtle, maybe in the long term coming off the bench. Does he have an option for next year? He does. I'd assume he'd opt out. We'll see how much money he wants to possibly bring him back, but I think he will fit our team a little bit better. I mean, the Bucks really need some wing defenders, so that is going to be huge for them. And yeah, we're going to do that trade 1-for-1, rival versus rival. So Garland and Mitchell are both going to get 36 minutes a night. Levert's going to start at the 3, getting about about 5 minutes a night. Mobley is going to get 33, 31, 32 there, 30 of those will go up in the playoffs. Love is not going to play that much. He's going to get about 16 minutes a night. Portis is the 6th man at about 24. Pirtle, he's getting about 23. Love, Wade, Rubio. Okay, so I think Wade's going to get about 10 minutes a night. And I'm going to give AJ Cox 8. He's a little bit older at 27. We'll see how he is as a defender. You know what? Him and Wade are just going to get 9. I'll keep an eye on Donnell Towns. He might make more of an impact next year. 3.5-star defense. I'm sure if we put Cox in there, I wonder if it goes up to 4. Yeah, it does, but we're not going to do that. I'll see you guys possibly at the deadline. I don't think I would make another move. Mitchell is due for a new extension. We definitely want to hammer that out. So let's give him 38 mil, which will increase over 3 years. Love, 12 mil, I might wait. And Levert, not a good fit, but 7 mil, I feel like it's good value. Yeah, you know what? If I give him another 1-year deal worth about like just adding it on, about 10 mil, I feel like I can't complain with that. And there it is. Darius Garland wins MVP at the end of season number 3. I'm sure this team had a lot of wins, 65-17. Garland All-NBA first team. Do we still get Mitchell to make something? No, Mitchell been snubbed this whole video. Shout out to Keegan Murray, though. We get Evan Mobley on all defensive second team. I don't know if that AJ guy on our team would have gotten a all-rookie team, but we're the 1 seed. For the second straight year, we have Chicago in round 1. Thank God we wouldn't have to face Chicago or Boston in this playoffs. They weren't even a top 10 seed. Garland has, I think, passed Mitchell as our best player. He's a 97 overall. What the hell? That's crazy. Allen with 16 and 9.9. There's Mobley at a 94 overall. He's about to get a max contract. Bobby Portis, Karis LeVert, Jakob Poeltl. Kevin Love might not make the playoff rotation. We'll see. AJ Cox shot well from 3. You know, he's providing good defense. And also just taking a look at the Bucks. Okoro averaged 12 points. You know what? Good for him. I'm happy. So we have Chicago in round 1, a Central Division team. Please don't lose. All right, we gentlemen sweep them, but that happened to us last year, and we got gentlemen swept in round 2. Mitchell and Garland were both great. But now it's time to really, I think, edit this rotation. Love, he's going to get like 9 minutes a night. I think Cox is going to get like 14 for his defense. We're going to go 25 to Portis and Poeltl. 31 to Allen, 34 to Mobley, 38 to Mitchell, 39 to Garland. Let's do that. Now we're taking on the Magic, who have a fun-ass lineup this year with like playing Bol a ton of minutes. Paolo Banchero looks great. Franz Wagner looks great. We do win game 1, 37 points, 33 and 14. All right, that's pretty, I was going to say nice, but then we end up losing by 18. Franz, 41. We do win game 3 by 17, 31 and 12 for Mitchell, 22 and 12 for Garland. Can we win game 4? Thank you. We're up 3-1. Beat them by 24 at the Amway Center or Amway Arena, and we end up winning in 5. All right, let's go. So we're on to the conference finals, taking on the Toronto Raptors, who have Van Vliet, Keontae George, 90 overall, Jaylen Brown. So I guess that's why the Celtics stunk. Barnes, Tillman, and Anunoby off the bench with Trent, Aiden McDaniel, or Adrian McDaniel, Christian Koloko, and Robert Covington. I think we should beat them. We sweep them. Let's go. We're going to be taking on the Rockets in the finals. Garland was your Eastern Conference Finals MVP. Here have been the stats so far. Garland 28 and 13. Mitchell 27 in the playoffs. Can we win it all? Taking on the Rockets, who have Kawhi. What? They have Kawhi Leonard. They have Jalen Duren. Did they trade for him? I guess in the offseason last year. Shot like 73%. We do end up winning game 1 by 3 points. Garland, take me to the promised land. We win game 2. We blow them out. Garland with 49 points in 41 minutes. We lose game 3 by 2. Are you serious? Don't lose game 4. Yes, we go up 3-1. We win by 30. Garland with 31 and 13. 16 and 12 for Allen. 9 and 12 for LeVert. And we are going to win in 5. And the Cleveland Cavaliers are your 2025 NBA champions. Darius Garland averaged 37 and 15. He won MVP, Eastern Conference Finals MVP, and Finals MVP. All in the same season. So that's title number 1. I want to get at least 3. Love does not retire. So JB Bickerstaff, you're going to be staying around. Draft lottery time. We're not going to be having a presence here. The Thunder get the first pick in the draft. Knicks at 2, Heat at 3. The Jazz are getting our pick at 30. Welcome back to the team, JB Bickerstaff. He's going to get a 4-year deal. I'm a little scared to see how much money Bobby Portis is going to be asking for in free agency. So we do need to look. I don't think Darius is going to be a replacement. LeVert, Wade, we could possibly move, or I don't mind playing him next year, having a larger role. So Donnell Towns, I think we'll probably play over Cox. I mean, Rubio's going to be gone as well. Grant George was the first pick. He's a 79. Rod Strickland and Wendell Nelson wrap up the top 3. A 23-year-old went 4th. Wow, that was a nice pick. Kloppenberg. Rookie signings, we had a couple second-round picks, though. Fred McDonald, Leo Scott, and Cisse will finally be coming over. Love opts out of his $0 player option. All right, and Bobby Portis, as expected, opts out. We have to remember he is 30 years old. I don't think I'm giving him a 4-year deal. We'll give Cox the qualifying offer, but I do like Towns' maybe potential more, so we'll probably play him. Now, free agents, Mobley, we're going to give him whatever he wants. Portis wants 17 mil. I think if we could do a 3-year deal, and he's a little bit older, so can we front load that? 17 mil. So he's going to get 17 mil his first year, and maybe like 16 and 15. Rubio, just as a bench piece, minimum, he probably won't play. I think Love is going to be gone. So ending like the last 9-10 years in Cleveland, because I would sign him as like a minimum guy, but like I don't know, his efficiency has dropped year over year, and we have Portis now, so we don't need Love. And Mobley's gonna take a deal from the Celtics, which we are gonna match. It's about $100 million over 3 years. Welcome back to the team AJ Cox. We're going to give him the minimum, but I'm still going to play Towns. And lastly, let's get Grand Theft Alvarado, just another good defensive point guard. Player progression, we have Garland at a 96, Mobley up to a 94. He's past Donovan Mitchell as well. See, Jared Allen might ask for 35 plus million. That is going to be a big decision to make. All right, so let's see what season 5 is going to look like. Garland and Mitchell getting 38, 37, Levert 28, Mobley 37, Allen 31. I'm kind of cool with this 2K. Wade getting 15, and then instead of Alvarado getting 9, we're going to play Donnell Towns a little bit, but I think I'm going to lower Wade's minutes, and I think Portis will go down to 25, Mobley down to 35, and we're good with everything else. Well, Garland, yeah, that's fine. And I'm going to give those 3 minutes to Jakob Poeltl. So, I'll see you guys at the end of the year. And let's see if we can go back to back. All right, so Darius Garland is your MVP, 27.4 points, 13.8 assists. Wendell Nelson is your Rookie of the Year. Scoot Henderson is your 6th Man of the Year. Giannis gets Depoy. Moses Moody most improved. And we go 70 and 12. Garland with the 2nd straight MVP. He's going to obviously get All-NBA first team. We do get Evan Mobley on All-NBA second team. Now he had a minutes increase and definitely a stats increase there. We can't complete the trifecta. No Donovan Mitchell in sight. There's Mobley on all defensive first team. Do we get Donnell Towns on an all rookie team? We don't. So we're taking on the New York Knicks in round 1. They got Jalen Brunson, Nick Smith, Barrett, Armando Hernandez, Tony Bradley, Jordan Poole, Grimes, Jordan Walsh. So yeah, they got Jordan Walsh and Nick Smith, both from Arkansas. Here were the stats through this season. Allen, we know he is in a contract year. Portis was a little disappointing, especially for the contract that I gave him. I mean, I'm sure Towns' shot tendency was at a 71. He averaged about 5.8 assists, or 5.8 points, excuse me, and he was solid. So, for the playoffs, I might kind of keep it where it's at right now. And let's see, can we beat the New York Knicks in round 1? Oh, okay. We win in 6. That was a little scary. Let's see what the stats were in this game. Mitchell with 31, Garland with 29 and 15. Damn. Round 2 going up against the Toronto Raptors. They have Ayo Dosunmu, Keontae George. Yeah, we played them last year, but they have added Dosunmu to that starting 5. We swept them last year. We gentlemen sweep them this year. Yeah, like we had 320 plus point per game scores in here. Mitchell is 29. He's going to get close to 30. Now we're taking on the Pacers, another Central Division team. Halliburton, Bailey, Mathurin, Bridges, Porzingis, Trace Walker, Cameron Johnson. Sally got hurt. Real life Trey Manning beats the Zubats. Can we go to the NBA Finals? And we lost in 7. Are you kidding me? I thought that Raptors team was better than this Pacers team, but Halliburton averages 15 and 12. Damn, what was game 7 looking like? We lost by 4 points. Garland fouled out in 19 minutes? How? Why doesn't JB Bickerstaff take him out? Oh, that's such BS, man. That's such BS. What's Allen looking like? There's no way I'm re-signing with this team? What? Damn, we lost by 5 in game 3. We ended up winning by a lot in game 5. Kind of got blown out in game 6. That sucks, man. 5 years in, we only have 1 championship to show for it. And Giddey is your finals MVP. They beat the Pacers in 7. I apologize. That was year 4, not year 5. A bunch of big names are retiring this season. Rick Carlisle retires. Dwayne Casey retires. Monty Williams. A lot of coaches. PG-13 heads to the Hall of Fame. No picks here in the lottery. Do we get our pick this year? We do at 29. All right, so are we going to make a trade right now? I mean, Portis, I don't think I want to move him. I mean, Poeltl might have some value. But then again, Poeltl's probably going to start at center next year, so I don't think I want to move him. So we ended up with Vin Cheeks at 29. He's a 6'9 power forward. Dusty Vaughn at 34, and Horace Stockton there at Mr. Irrelevant. The top pick in the NBA draft was Rudolph Bayless. The Magic got another stud power forward. Are they going to play him and Banchero? I'd assume so. We're going to pick up the team option on Donnell Towns. He's already 24. Scott, McDonald, and I'm actually going to decline all 3 of these. Some big name free agents in Jimmy Butler, Zach LaVine, and Kristaps Porzingis. Moratorium phase. Allen wants 38 mil. Oh, he'll come back, but I think I might not give him that because we're paying. He's a 5-star fit. He's 28 in his prime. I don't think I'm going to give him 38. I think that's too much, and we're going to go with the Poeltl route. We can find a center down the line, but we're going to eventually be hard capped. We're already negative 60 million. That's going to put me at like negative. I guess this puts me at negative 60 million. And then I guess when Garland gets that new contract to go up, let me like look at the salary cap breakdown. So, I mean, Garland is making 43 million already. I mean, we can afford to give Allen that contract. So, you know what? Let's give him that contract. 5 years. I'm going to give him 4 years. I guess we'll backload it. I'll give him a player option on that last year, which I assume he'd accept. All right, welcome back. Rubio's gone. Levert might be gone. I mean, he only wants 9 mil. We could go in a different direction, but he's been good for us. So I'm going to give him a 2-year deal to come back, but it's going to be a little bit more team-friendly than it's been in the past. So I'll just have a team option on the following year. We're going to bring back Cox as well as Alvarado just on minimum contracts. Like, Dean Wade is most likely walking. If I could snag Lou Dort on a 3-year deal, I would do that. I would pay him the most. Yeah, welcome to the team, Lou Dort. He might start for us at the 3. He probably will with LeVert gone. Yeah, that's probably what's going to happen. LeVert's already, or not LeVert gone. I forgot to resign him, but he's regressing. I guess I could have mentioned that. Let's take a look at the rotation. Garland, Mitchell, Dort, Mobley, Allen, Portis, Pirtle, LeVert, Towns. That's actually perfect with me, 2K. Glad we're on the same page. 4-star defense. Can we please get our second title in the first 5 years? Let's lock up Garland long term, though. We don't want to wait on that. Pirtle will come back. I think a 2-year deal for Pirtle will suffice as the backup center. Let's ride. So Luka averages a triple-double, so Garland ends his streak as the MVP. Malcolm Hammonds, the 4th overall pick, is your Rookie of the Year. Ron Holland, 6th Man of the Year. Wemby Depoy in Washington. Sean Stewart, Most Improved, and we'd get Coach of the Year again, going 66 and 16. No Garland on first team. He does make second team though, and so does Evan Mobley. We are the 1 seed in the Eastern Conference, taking on the Pacers, who knocked us out last year in round 1. Watch them beat us again. Mobley 19, 11, and 4.5. Allen 15 and 10. 25, 24 from Mitchell and Garland. Please beat the Pacers in round 1. Oh my god, they win game 1. We're up 3-1. Okay, we get revenge. I still never got revenge on Boston, which kind of sucks. I was hoping to beat them at one point in this video. But yeah, that Bobby Portis catch, I mean, he was efficient. It's just his kind of points per game dropped. I mean, we have a lot more scores than there were probably in Milwaukee. And he's only making $15 million for 1 more year, and he's definitely better than what Kevin Love was for us in his final years as well. Similar ages. Taking on the Knicks, they got Brunson, Nick Smith. They got Kuminga now. They traded for him out of Orlando. He's having a good playoff run. All right, here we go against the New York Knicks, and we end up sweeping them. All right, we are 8-1 in the playoffs so far. In those 4 games, Garland averaged 27.5 and 15. Let's see what happens in round 3 against the Orlando Magic. They have DJ Wagner, good player. Osor Thompson, solid player, nothing crazy. There's Tobias Harris, Paolo Banchero, Domantas Sabonis, and back in Orlando, team that drafted him. Let's see if we can beat them. Can we win? And we end up sweeping them. Josh Giddey is your Western Conference Finals MVP, and Darius Garland your Eastern Conference Finals MVP. Let's take on the Thunder here. Giddey, Shea, Mackenzie McBako, Xavier Booker, Chet Holmgren. Then you got Henderson, Clint, Grant George, Ousmane Dieng. Let's see if we can beat the Thunder. Come on, let's get our second finals of the video. And yes, we win in 7. Okay, I did not think that was going to work out. Garland is in stud, man. He's on his way to having a Hall of Fame career. We won game 1 by 8, lost game 2 by 6, lost game 3 by 26, won game 4 by 34, and then we ended up winning by 14 in game 5, lost by 1 in game 6. Oh, we lost game 7, which we ended up winning by 9. That would have just hurt so much, but that's title number 2 in the first 5 years. LeBron retires on the Kings at age 42. There goes KD and Harden retiring. KD on the Bulls. There's Curry retiring. Wow, this Hall of Fame class is going to be loaded. Yeah, LeBron, KD, Curry, Harden, and Jimmy Butler. A lot of jersey retirements as well. Draft lottery, we are going to be picking at, 30, but the Jazz are getting it from the Mitchell trade. Lou Dort was solid for us last year, but the efficiency wasn't great, but he's still only 28 years old. I think I'm pretty content with this core right now. We got Tuge Baruch in with the 40th pick, and then with the 60th pick, we got Wilson Pickett. LeVert, he wasn't great last year. I mean, the numbers are going down. He's 32. I think I'm going to decline the team option. Towns, welcome back. Dusty Vaughn, no, and Stockton, no. Embiid, Jaylen Brown, Siakam, Ingram, LeVert, all free agents. One of those men is not like the other. And do we have any free agents? Yeah, LeVert, I think I'm going to let walk. There's Okoro as a free agent. Oh, he's been bouncing around. I mean, putting up the same numbers, just I don't think you should be asking for 22 mil a year. Looking at the squad right now, we have about 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 guys that I would probably play. I think I'm going to go out and sign Jonathan Isaac if I can. He only wants 8 mil. Can we get him on a 2-year deal? It's the most I could do. Yes, come on, give me Isaac. Let's go. We get Jonathan Isaac. That's a huge defensive addition. And with this being Portis' final year, he would be a good replacement down the line. Isaac regresses to an 80, Pirtle regresses down to a 79, but we still have a great top 4. Kind of surprised that Bobby Portis didn't regress at all, but let's see what the rotation is going to look like. I'm cool doing 37, 36. Mitchell's 31. We'll see if we maybe see a potential regression hit. Mobley can get 37. Allen 31. Portis 25, 20 to Isaac, 15 to 16 to Pirtle, and Donnell Towns will get 11 minutes a night. This team should go back-to-back. 4.5-star defensive System proficiency, I thought if I put Isaac, it could maybe go to 5, but it actually dropped a little bit. Maybe it's just because of his position. All right, actually, before we get into season number 6 or start the simulation, I'm going to re-sign Donovan Mitchell to a 2-year extension. Yeah, to his age about 34 season. We'll see if he regresses any bit going into his age 32 year. But that will be something we'll have to keep an eye on. So I think signing Mobley, Garland, Mitchell, and Jared Allen to all these massive contracts really has hurt our financial side of things. Not like it matters too much, but you could see the profit being negative $327 million. Also, I should probably just kind of tell you guys in case you think like the webcam is broken. But yeah, there'll probably just be no face cam for the remainder of the video. I kind of like grinding in these last 5 years. Like I'll do a face cam for the first 5 and then a non-face cam for the last 5. I feel like you guys kind of have already known that trend of me. But Darius Garland takes home his, what, 4th MVP of the video, 28 points, a career high 14.4 assists, career high in rebounds as well. Oh my god, he shot 45% from 3 on how many attempts? 775. Okay, yep, Darius Garland is now a 96. I thought he would maybe get to a 99 in this video. It's not looking like that's going to happen. Freddie Daniels, Rookie of the Year, center for the Kings. He was the #1 overall pick. Cameron Whitmore, shout out to the 2023 class. He has a new team over in Golden State, and he had an incredible year for them. Giannis Antetokounmpo gets DPOY for the Boston Celtics at age 33. That's his 3rd year in Boston. Amen Thompson looking a little bit better than Asor Thompson. Maybe Golden State is reviving some players' careers with Thompson and Whitmore from the 23 class, and we get Coach of the Year again. Thompson joins Garland on All-NBA first team. You have Wembanyama as well. Oh my goodness, it wasn't a trade, but they just must have flopped or swapped just teams in the 2026 or 5 offseason. And Giannis and Tatum. Giannis is a Celtic. Tatum's a Buck. All-NBA second team, you have LaMelo, Luka, Banchero, Xavier Booker in the last year of his rookie contract, and Nikola Jokic. And then you have DJ Wagner, John Morant, Gregory Jackson. How's he doing? Solid. A lot of guys from the 2023 class, Dylan Mitchell, and then Alperen Şengün. No Evan Mobley on all defensive first team. He does get all defensive second team honors, though. We're taking on the Atlanta Hawks in round 1. They don't have Trae Young anymore, but they do have Colin Sexton, who's bounced around on a ton of teams. This is his 4th team in 4 years since leaving the LA Lakers. They also have Jalen Brunson coming off the bench as well, and he's still an 86 overall. These are the stats for this past season. Donovan Mitchell at age 31 did not slow down at all. Has just an historic shooting season along with Darius Garland. Mobley 18 and 10.5 as well as 4 assists. He's still only 26. Jared Allen in his age 29 season still giving me great production, high field goal percentage, blocks a night, good amount of rebounds, even good amount of assists. He's getting that up in his career. Bobby Portis, probably his last year in Cleveland after spending the last 4 here, unless we can get him on a bargain deal. He's still an 84 overall. There's Lou Dort. Not the greatest shooting numbers, but not the worst by any means. We know he's giving us good defense. There's Jacques Pirtle. Donnell Towns. What would his per 36 be? Okay, nothing crazy. And then Isaac as well, who just didn't really shoot the ball a ton, which is fine. So let's see what the rotation is going to look like against the Atlanta Hawks. It might change a little bit. Like Towns might go to 10. Isaac might go to 18. Portis might go to 23. 32 to Allen. Let's do 26 to Dort. Can we go 38 to Mitchell, 39 to Garland, 38 to Mobley? So we're playing the big 3 a ton of minutes, and that results in a Game 1 L in overtime. DeJounte Murray with 41 and 11. Okay. Game 2, we end up picking up the dub by 40 points. Garland had 19 assists. Jared Allen shot 10 for 12 from the field. Lou Dort 7 for 11. Game 3, big rubber match. We take home the dub. We win by 14 here. Garland 35 and 14. Mobley 33 and 10. I think we can simulate this round knowing that we're going to beat them. And we do. We gentlemen sweep them with Garland beating the leading scorer, followed by Mitchell and Mobley. Yeah, the big 3. Okay, we got Milwaukee, Dennis Smith Jr., Zach LaVine, and then we know they have Jason Tatum, who's a 99 overall. They also have Quentin Grimes, Precious Achiuwa, Onyeka Okongwu, Jaden McDaniels, Marvin Bagley. That's an interesting squad there, but I think we match up very well against them, and I was correct. We end up sweeping them in general, and Darius Garland averaged 30 and 11. All right, so now we got the Pacers, who are good in the sim this year. They build solid teams. I mean, they have Halliburton, AJ Griffin, had a solid year in Indiana. They still have Benedict Mathurin, who's like an elite young player. O'Shea Brissett still starting at the 4. Wendell Carter Jr. But yeah, they have Dylan Mitchell. Don't know why he's not starting there, but he was on like All-NBA third team. Coming off the bench. Don't really see that too often. We do win Game 1. We win Game 2. We lose Game 3. Win Game 4. and we are going to go back to the NBA Finals. Garland wins Eastern Conference Finals MVP again, with Xavier Booker winning Western Conference Finals MVP. So we are looking to win our 3rd title in 4 seasons. Let's see if we can beat the OKC Thunder, who have Scoot Henderson. So no more Shea, Giddey, M'Bako, Booker, Chet Holmgren, Grant George. Unless they have Shea off the bench, but it doesn't look like that. And I also do want to check out one thing, because Trae Young was no longer on the Hawks and Shea is no longer on the Thunder. I do want to see what teams they are on, unless Shea is a shooting guard. Or Trey's a shooting guard? What? Where are they at? They must have moved. Oh, no, there's Trae Young. He's 29. He's on the Chicago Bulls at a 91 overall. Shea is a shooting guard on the Dallas Mavericks at a 95. Is Luka still there? Yeah, they have Luka and Shea. They were only a 5th seed this year, though. With Trey Murphy, Jarace Walker, Zeke Nash, Devin Booker? Holy shit. How is this team a 5th seed? I mean, maybe just like all these guys get the ball in their hands and it's not going to gel all that well, because Booker only like averaged 20.8 points, but elite shooting splits. Well, what? Why don't you put Shea at the 1, Booker at the 2, Luka at the 3? That blows my mind a little bit. Game 1, we end up winning against the Thunder by 21 points. Donovan Mitchell drops 39 and 40. Garland with 22 and 11. Allen with 22 and 19. Mobley was flirting with the triple-double. We do take a Game 2 victory. We win both games at home. Let's win Game 3. Yes, we can. We are dominating these playoffs right now. Garland with 14 assists. Bobby Portis with a double-double. Only taking 7 shots a night, but being efficient at that. And we end up sweeping them. Darius Garland is your finals MVP. He is becoming like a Cavs GOAT right now, man. Like, okay, maybe not over LeBron, but like just like one of the better players in Cavaliers history. One of the even better point guards of all time he's on pace for, after winning multiple finals MVPs, regular season MVPs, having like historic shooting splits, as Kawhi and Dame are going to the Hall of Fame. All right, so we are going to be picking at 30 in this upcoming draft. I don't know if we're going to maybe move up for once. We haven't done that yet. So we could just kind of take a look at maybe some of the top prospects in this 2020. What is this, 2028 draft? Yeah, we're deep into this right now. So the number 1 guy, Claude Ingram, 7-foot power forward out of UCLA. You got Ross Goodrich. You got Jamon Hamon Ramirez, Leon Gilbert. Okay, there's some solid talent there. I don't think anything that I'm really going to try to move up for. Even though, like, if we wanted to increase profit, we would move Jared Allen. He does have a $40 million player option, but I like Isaac and Pirtle coming off the bench. Lou Dort, I mean, I wouldn't mind finding a better small forward, but we ended up getting Gerald Gary there with the 30th overall pick. He's 23 years old, 6'8" small forward. Maybe we could develop him. And Glenn Sheldon with the Mr. Irrelevant pick. Evan Mobley opts out of his $36 million player option, so we are going to be paying him a ton of Mobley. I almost said a ton of Mobley, a ton of money. Also, Tatum opts out. Jokic, Maxey, Giddey, Edwards, Halliburton, Franz, Şengün, Bane. Holy crap. That is an absurd free agency class. I mean, not like we're going to have any money in general to sign anybody new, but we'll maybe keep an eye on a possible 2K scheme for a minimum deal. But yeah, let's give Mobley, geez, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. So $230 million over 5 seasons. Yep, that's going to ascend to being a massive contract. Bobby Portis wants a little bit too much money for me. I think we're going to wait on that. Donnell Towns, you know what? I don't mind snagging him on a 3-year deal. About 8 mil, will go up to close to 10 mil. I mean, the salary cap keeps going up, so I'm fine with that. Now, any of the top guys still here? LaMelo, Ant, okay. Tatum goes back to the Bucks. Job, also, both of these guys are 99s. He goes back to the Grizzlies. Jokic goes to the Clippers. Zion to the Nets. Didn't even realize he was a free agent. Giddey to the Clippers. Maxey to the T-Wolves. A lot of parity. A lot of changing of teams in this offseason. All right, is there anybody I could snag for, like, the minimum? Let's see. Ben Simmons, you're 32. Sign with us for that. Okay, he's insulted. Let's see if we can get anybody on day 12. Like, how can other teams do this, but I can't? Like, Ben Simmons insulted. Kaysen Wallace, he wouldn't take that. Let's see. OG Anunoby. I mean, what does he have? He's making, or he would be making 7.89 mil. Like, what about if I offered you that? How are you insulted? But I don't know. Maybe, well, okay, let me try somebody that doesn't have a deal, like Isaiah Collier. Let's see. He's insulted. Maybe he signs with us. Isaiah Stewart, probably same thing. Do we get any of them? No, I don't know how 2K teams get those players, but we don't. So, yeah, Bobby Portis will be gone. Donovan Mitchell is starting the regression. He's down to a 92 overall. Isaac regressing as well. He's down to a 78. Pirtle also regressing. We might see some Vin Cheeks this year. We might see some rookie Gerald Gary. We are going to see a lot of new faces this season in 2029. All right, so let's look at the rotation. Lou Dort's going to get about 24 minutes a night. Mobley 37, Mitchell 37, Garland 38, Allen 33. I'm cool with that. Donnell Towns is a 6-man. You know what, we'll try it. We'll give him a little bit of run, and then Vin Cheeks, Pirtle, and Isaac wrapping out the bench. System proficiency is going to be 4.5 star defense. Works with me. And then let me just take a look at some of these shot tendencies for the younger guys. Like Mobley 82 is good. Garland 94, Mitchell 95, sure. Allen 71, Dort 58 is fine. Towns 66 is good. Pirtle, we can up that to a 60. Isaac can up that to like a mid 50s, and Vin Cheeks, we could probably lower that to like a mid 60s as well. So, do we have any contract extensions we need to hammer out? Mitchell again would be willing to resign. I'm gonna hold off on that just because he's getting a little bit up there in age. Pirtle would resign as well. I mean, for the minimum, why not? Even if I don't play him, it's the minimum. So I will see you guys at the end of the year, and we're looking to win our 4th title in 5 years. All right, so Darius Garland just adding to his resume, man. Yeah, he is pretty much like a lock, I feel like, for the Hall of Fame. 4 MVPs, 3 finals MVPs already. Yeah, I don't think there's any way that he doesn't get into the Hall of Fame. Devin Booker, 6-man of the year, putting up like arguably close to MVP numbers off the bench. We go 58 and 24, which has been our worst season in a little bit. We still get Coach of the Year though, but that is a little worrisome. I mean, we're definitely heading in maybe the wrong direction, but we still have a good team nonetheless, and we definitely could still win it all this year. We get a couple of awards. We're going to take a look at who we're taking on in round 1. It is the New York Knicks. We have faced them a couple times in the playoffs. I don't think we have lost to them yet. Asir Thompson has been better since like his Orlando days, but it really didn't work out for him there. RJ Barrett's still in New York. They have Kuminga, Omaha, Zeke Naji's there now, Rod Strickland, Peyton Pritchard. We'll take a look at the scoring stats from this past season. Garland, Mitchell led the way in scoring, his lowest points per game since, geez, how long? Well, basically his rookie season, yeah. But the efficiency was still great. He's 32 years old. There's Mobley posting a career high in points, which is nice. And then there's Jared Allen. We'll see if he opts out in the offseason. Donnell Towns is the 6-man. I mean, he's efficient enough where I don't mind it. And let's see if this team can make a run once again. We're taking on the Knicks, and we end up gentlemen sweeping them. That's, I feel like, been the name of the game for us in the playoffs. We just seem to gentlemen sweep everybody. Jared Allen shot 73% from the field in that series. But the Pistons are going to be tough. Now, they don't have Jaden Ivey starting, but they have Cason Wallace, who's a stud. They just traded for him. Kind of curious to see what went down in that trade, because I feel like, oh, yeah, it involved Jaden Ivey. They got Bol and Cason Wallace for Jaden Ivey and Christian Koloko. Wow. They also have Cade Cunningham, who, if you watch the Pistons rebuild, we know he is a stud. They got Jaden McDaniels coming over from Milwaukee, Jeremy Shohan, Miles Turner, this Jorge guy, George guy, I don't even know, but he's pretty good. They got Bol. They got this dude. And they got Helmut Klein. All right, so who's going to win this Central Division matchup? Let's see. And it is going to be, whoa. The Pistons were up 3-1. We took game 1, and then they ended up winning 3 in a row. Wow. We blew them out in game 5 because of Garland's 47-10 on just video game-like efficiency. Well, this isn't good. We might lose here in round 2. And I said that before in the beginning of the playoffs. Like, this team's maybe turning on its way down and getting a little worrisome. This would definitely cause me to press the panic button. We do beat them by 16 to force a game 7. I mean, like, they might just be able to go up against us. They might match up well. So we might come back down 3-1. I mean, we had a good first quarter. What is that second quarter, though? We're down by 18. Well, that's horrible. We would need to blow them out, which, okay, we do. We outscore them by basically 18 in the third, and we are going to win by 1. What a turn of events. Imagine you, like, live-lined the Cavs at the end of the second quarter, because we outscored them by 20 in the third, and that's the only way we would have won this game if we outscored them by that much. And we are in the finals, or excuse me, the conference finals, taking on Lonzo, Isaiah Collier, current MVP favorite, Lowry Markkinen, Julius Randle, current worst player in the league. They got Wemby over there. First time we have seen them in the playoffs. They got James Wiseman off the bench as well. Are they going to beat us? Nah, we sweep them. Gregory Jackson of the Pelicans is your Western Conference Finals MVP. Garland gets that award once again. Gregory Jackson, has he always been in New Orleans? No, yeah, he was in Brooklyn for a while. Then spent a year in Minnesota. Now is becoming a stud in New Orleans. I mean, he's had a good career. And, oh, they have a sick backcourt. They signed LaMelo Ball in the offseason. And they also signed DeJounte Murray. That's pretty sick. So let's see. Can we win our 4th title of the video? We end up dropping game 1. You know what? I might make a rotation change. So for the bench, Vin Cheeks, not a bad player, don't get me wrong, but he's probably going to drop Pirtle and Isaac. I think Isaac's been bad. Yeah, he's going to drop to like 10 minutes a night. That's probably his last year here in Cleveland. Towns 23. I want to go 34 to Allen. I want to go 40 to Mobley. I'm going to go 40 to Mitchell, and I'm going to go 40 to Garland. Yeah, we're playing the top 3 guys. 40 minutes. Okay. We end up dropping this one by 3. That's not good. All right. Game number 3. We do win this one. Okay, by 17. LaMelo had 33. Garland had 35 and 11. Mitchell 29 and 11. Game 4, we end up winning by 23 points. Garland with 17 assists. Mobley with a triple-double. Allen 27, 15, and 6. Sheesh. Game 5, and we win 3 in a row. That is huge. That is massive. Can we win our 4th title in 5 years? No. We end up losing by 18, and they force a Game 7. Well, here we go. Are we going to be able to win? Last time we simcasted, like, we're undefeated in this playoff run with simcasting. We are blowing them out low-key up by 13. I mean, that's not a super big blow-up, but that is something. And it looks like we are going to win this game. We come out firing. We win by 22 here in Game 7. Garland is just the most efficient player I've ever seen. 74% true shooting percentage. Mitchell, 20 and 8. Allen, 17 and 15. Mobley, 12 and 14. And the Cleveland Cavaliers have won your 2029 NBA championship. Garland has won the last 3 finals MVPs. Yeah, it sucks to be the Thunder, man. They almost beat us, and then we swept them. But now we beat the Pelicans in 7. Couple Game 7s in that playoff scares me a little bit. There'll be some very notable names retiring, or at least a lot of like kind of good players in the league this in real life, just not like anything crazy like Spencer Dinwiddie I saw, as well as like Otto Porter, Rozier, TJ Warren, Jeremy Grant, Karis LeVert, former Cav, will be retiring his number. So it is the 2029 NBA draft. Jared Allen has that player option. He's 31. Mitchell, do we offload Mitchell? No, nobody wants to pay that money. I mean, I'm not moving Mobley or Garland. Anybody else? Pirtle, I mean, he's probably going to be backup center. He will regress a little bit, so we'll see if it's his final year or not. We ended up with Gregory Brand with the 30th overall pick. He is a wing. He could even replace, like, Lou Dort, but okay, wow. That just made me kind of stop what I was saying. But Jared Allen opts out of his $43 million player option. That is going to be a big decision. I don't know if I'm going to pay him money. We'll see. Jabari Smith's a free agent. Ben Caro, Jared Allen, Anthony Simons, Mitchell Robinson. That was a former Celtic. So let's see. I mean, like, not like we're going to have cap space anyway. Yeah, we just have, like, nothing. If we wanted to bring back Jared Allen, that's a lot of money. He has 10 offers. He does have a couple real deals. You know what? We might go in a different route. We might let Jared Allen walk. He spent like the last 8 or so years here. But, you know, it's time for greener pastures for him. He's going to be going on elsewhere. Herb Jones would be a sick fit, but not like we have $28 million to dish out for him. So, yeah, we're going to try to look to add this team elsewhere. Lou Dort, I think just still as a bench guy. If we gave him like a 1-year, $8 million deal, we had bird rights on him. So let's sign him. Isaac is probably gone. So we're going to look to improve this bench. Does Jared Allen sign elsewhere? Let's see. Jared Allen, I believe he did. Yeah, so Jared Allen is now a member of the Orlando Magic. He got $40 million over 3 years. So, yeah, we'll see if we can win without Allen. With Mitchell getting older. Pirtle, as of now, is the starting center. If I could sign a better one, I will. Like Darius Bazley, Omar Yurtseven. We got this Dermenko guy. He's 7'2". He's a big body. He's not a great system match. I mean, Nerlens Noel is the best one. All right, I'm going to try to make this trade with the Nets. I'm going to be giving them my first round pick next year, Donnell Towns, who's in the last year of his rookie deal, for Barry Perry, who's 5'9", but like an assist machine. And then we're also going to get Bobby Franklin, who would be either the starting or the backup center next year. This is not in really a lot of minutes or a lot of games played, so don't worry. He's not like a superstar player. This is in like 2 games. And we'd get a second round pick. They counter. They want some other first. Hold on. Let's figure out this. I don't need that second. And I would also throw in... I probably have another player to throw in. Like, what about Gerald Carey, who was our first round pick last year? They would want a first. Oh, yeah, we'll swap some first right there. So we agreed to that trade. So we have some new additions coming over from the Brooklyn Nets. Jonathan Isaac's still a great system match. I mean, we're out, like, for a defensive system. You know what? I will give him like a 1-year minimum deal because even if I don't play him, it doesn't hurt just to get him for the minimum. Any big players switch teams. Giannis back to the Celtics. Cade back to the Pistons. Jabari back to the Rockets. Yeah, we saw Allen go to the Magic. Franz goes to the Pistons, leaving OKC. He also spent some time in LA. Player progression. Mitchell doesn't regress, which is good. Garland does, though. He's down to a 95 overall. Yeah, we're seeing that Pirtle, Isaac regression. Yeah, Franklin, who's a 78 overall, 23 years old. He's going to start at the center spot. All right, this rotation is going to look probably the most different than it has in a while. You know what? I think instead of Dort playing or starting, I might go with Gregory Brand, who we drafted at 30, just to give him some run, like to see. Isaac is not going to, I think, get any minutes. I want to start Franklin over Pirtle. I think Pirtle's going to get about 16 minutes a night or 15. Vin Cheeks can get about 19. Perry's going to get about 26 off the bench. Franklin, 28. Brand about 25 minutes. Mitchell and Garland, that's perfect. So I got about 15 more minutes to play around with. Those are going to go to Lou Dort. Yeah, just to kind of see some of these young guys and see what they could do. System proficiency, or excuse me, the shot tendency. Yeah, like Barry Perry doesn't need to have a 47 shot tendency. 55 is good. Franklin, we could probably lower that to like a high 60s. Cheeks, that's good. And then what is Gary's at? Let's see. Who am I talking about? Gregory Brand, not Gary. That was the guy we kind of almost traded. So we're going to put him up to like a 65 as well. Let's see what system proficiency is. And we will get on to season number 8. It's 3-star defense. Oof. Franklin and Brand are bad. That's a little alarming, not going to lie. Maybe we start Pirtle, but play Franklin more minutes, and then we can maybe adjust during the playoffs. I feel like that's the route to go. Ooh, that's a little alarming, though. And Gregory Jackson, who we mentioned a lot last year after beating him in the finals, is your MVP of the regular season. And we had, okay, well, shout out to Depoy, Evan Mobley, but our worst season yet. In a while, I should say. Maybe since like season 1 or 2. Mobley takes home All-NBA second team. No Garland on the first 2 teams, where he doesn't make a team in general, which is a shame. But yeah, our record wasn't the best. We were the 4th seed, which is still a solid seeding. But 49 and 33. Yeah, it's all right. Like, we were like 35 and 24 at one point. Mitchell, like, the only contract extension I can get done with him was like a 4-year deal, which I wasn't going to commit to, being at age 33, and we still have a couple more seasons after this year. But yeah, like Bobby Franklin, okay, maybe he's S. I don't know. Barry Perry, I like him now. He's solid. If I didn't have Garland, I would honestly develop him to be my point guard. But how did Gregory Brand play? He was all right. He might get a little bit less minutes. I think Franklin is not going to play that much for the playoffs. I'm just kind of alarmed. Pirtle will get like 26 minutes a night. Perry will go in as the 6th man. And Lou Dort's going to get a ton more minutes as well. Cheeks is probably going to drop to like 15 minutes a night. And then we'll go 39, 38, 38, and then 40 to Garland. So we are going to be taking on the Knicks again. I mean, I mentioned last year that I feel like we never lose to them in the playoffs. They have Jalen Duren and they got Kuminga in that front court. They have Keegan Murray as well. Duren was traded from Charlotte, all right, and then Kuminga has been there for a minute. Are we going to beat them and go on to round 2, where we would definitely be the underdog for whoever we're going up against? And we beat them in 7 games. We beat them 120-110 in Game 7. Oh boy, if we're already going to Game 7s against a 5 seed in round 1, this playoff run might end sooner than we'd like it to. Mitchell was great, though. We got Orlando, who's probably slowed it, but they got Ntilikina. What? How does that even happen? You have Poole, Banchero, Rudolph Bayless, who's a 94 overall, and then Jared Allen. All right, Jared Allen revenge, but you can't make a trade or start Jordan Poole at the point guard position. I don't really get it. They're probably going to sweep us. Yeah, they don't want to sweep us. They have too many good bigs, man. And Rudolph Bayless looks like he's about to be the best player in the NBA very soon. Well, that playoff run ended, yeah, sooner than we'd hope. I mean, me not re-signing Jared Allen might be just idiotic, but I kind of wanted to go in a new direction. Bobby Franklin was, I guess, all right in that series. He averaged 15 points, but the dude can't rebound for shit, which kind of sucks from a 7-foot center. Wemby's your Eastern Conference Finals MVP. Wagner, your Western Conference Finals MVP. And the Wizards with Wemby win it all. We have Kyrie and Anthony Davis heading to the Hall of Fame. So we drafted Noah Lyons with the 24th pick and Gerald McCarthy with the 25th pick in the second round. Both those guys could end up getting moved, honestly. We had like the Stepien roll on, so some trades were kind of hard to make at the deadline. And Bobby Franklin, who's now played 2 seasons, is a free agent. That's just everything I wanted. Can I move Lyles? Well, let me. Okay, good. D'Angelo Russell, 34 years old. I'd get a first in that, which isn't bad. Frederick Adrian and a first. I don't mind getting another first, but I don't need another point guard. Like, if I'm getting a player back, I need it to be a wing or a big. Conrad Bowens, he's solid shooting guard. I mean, D'Lo's just, and he's making 33 mil, but we can maybe leverage that 33 mil before I have to re-sign Mitchell. So you know what? Let's do that trade, and then we're gonna, I think, quickly flip D'Lo. Because I don't really need D'Lo. Ty Washington, because I can maybe get 2 players that are making a decent amount of money, like Claxton and Okiki. We could just take our Conrad Bowen in, but I don't want to give up Gregory Brand. So Brent Park, he's a shooting guard, 23. Another trade with the Nets and D'Lo back there. Ooh, Matas Buzuelos. All right, he's making 35 mil though. 33 mil. He'd come off the bench as our 6th man. Jalen Brunson, 25 mil. Robert Williams. Okay. I mean, then why didn't I just re-sign freaking Jared Allen? I know, this is making me look like an idiot. So let's go after Matas Buzelis. We do have to give up a first-round pick in this trade, but he's going to be a really good scorer for us off the bench. He's 6'11". Shit. Think he's going to be our starting small forward next year, actually. So, yeah, let's sign Donovan Mitchell back. I'm just going to offer him a 2-year deal. Let's see if he will accept it. Pirtle, we're going to offer a 1-year minimum deal. Cheeks is restricted. Dort, I will offer a 1-year deal as well. Franklin, I guess we don't have bird rights on, but we did, I thought, give him a qualifying offer. I guess that doesn't make him restricted, though. So Cheeks, I'll get him back on the qualifying offer. Now, if we look at center spots, Franklin, we can't go over the cap for, I guess. Or no, I'm looking at the wrong one. We could go after Mark Williams. He's 28. Oh, hell yeah. Let me bring Mark Williams in. I'll give him the most they can. Come on. I'd rather have him than Bobby Franklin. Yeah, let's do that. Jalen Green signs with the Warriors. Rudolph Bayless gets paid. So does Scoot Henderson. We bring back Donovan Mitchell. Jaylen Brown goes to the Thunder. Chet to the Hornets. Lonzo to the Raptors. All right, we are going on to year 9 now. Let's take a look at what the rotation is going to look like. Garland, 37. Mitchell, 33. Dort is not going to start. I'm going to start Buzelis there. Dort's going to get about like 27 minutes a night or 17 minutes a night. Perry, 25. Mark Williams, 28 as the starter. Buzelis can get like 30 minutes. And then we can give Cheeks and then Brand a ton of minutes as well. I should try to find, well, Vin Cheeks can kind of play the backup center spot. I mean, he's a little short, but Pirtle, yeah, he's getting up there in age. So system proficiency, 3.5 stars. If I were to move Buzelis to a small forward, he goes up to an 86. Perfect. And then let's see if I want to mess with these shot tendencies. I'm going to just lower this to like an 83. Everything else is good. Perry, we can honestly up that a little bit. Same with Mark Williams. Dort, that's fine. And then Brand, I'm going to up that. So I'll see you guys at the end of the year, and let's see if this team maybe has its swagger back. At the end of Season 9, Luka Doncic is your MVP. Fernando Santiago is your Rookie of the Year. He was the 16th overall pick by the Raptors a long time ago. Wendell Nelson, 6th Man of the Year. This guy is a stud in Miami. He's been in the league for about 6 years now. Xavier Booker, Depoy. Yeah, I'll just say right now we weren't good this year. We do not have our swagger back. We were the 10th seed. So, yeah, for like this video, I guess, was an upward trajectory, and then we peaked in the middle seasons, and now we are definitely seeing this team's downfall, where we would think about entering a rebuilding stage. I mean, Matas Buzelis, like, we would re-sign him. He's 25. I think, like, just for the last year for fun, I'm going to see if I can move Donovan Mitchell for anything. But, yeah, we still have, like, Mobley and Garland. Maybe the bench is just not great. I mean, that could, like, definitely be a thing. But, like, Mobley and Garland aren't the scorers they used to be. But maybe Eddie Buzuelos, like, dropped. Or, no, Mobley is actually the best scorer we've ever seen. But Garland is not what he used to be. Same with Mitchell. But adding maybe Buzuelos didn't help that at all. Let's see what 2K comes up with the rotation for the playoffs. So, Garland, Mitchell, Dort, Mobley, Mark Williams, Buzuelos as the 6th man. That's probably a smarter idea. All right, so we will roll with that. Can we beat Philly in the play-in tournament? Yes, we can. So we stay alive. Garland had 32 and 8. Mobley 21, 16 and 7. Mark Williams had a double-double. Who shot 2 for 10? Was that Mitchell? Oh, God. All right. Now we got Indiana, who's probably better than us. This guy looks very intimidating. He's 7'2" from Serbia. Can we beat them? No, we can't. So we end up getting eliminated in the play-in tournament. So for the last year, I'm going to think about, or I'm actually going to pull a trigger on a Donovan Mitchell trade for fun, just to see if we could salvage season number 10 and if we can maybe win it all in that year. The Magic win it all with Rudolph Bayless, about to be like the next GOAT, is your finals MVP. Joel Embiid is heading to the Hall of Fame. He gets his jersey retired as well. So we will have some placement in the draft lottery. Just kidding. I think we might get the better of the 2 picks. Yeah. So that pick is at 13, but we might get some better picks there. No, it goes from 13 to 1 and they get it unprotected. Are you effing kidding me? Oh my God, that trade for Franklin and Perry, man. Oh my goodness. Oh, of course it goes from 13 to 1. You have to be kidding me. Oh, that would have been amazing if we had the #1 overall pick to try to turn this around in 1 year. Oh, that hurts so much, man. That really does. Like, is there like a shoe-in, like #1 guy in this class too? Yep. Louis Hardaway, small forward wing, 6'10", out of Xavier. Oh, that's just a killer. That really is. All right, I know what we're going to do. We're going to trade Donovan Mitchell for Scotty Barnes. Scotty Barnes is 29 years old. I could have also traded him for like Anthony Edwards and some other good guys as well. But Barnes is going to be our starting small forward. And Buzelis is going to be our starting shooting guard next year. I mean, we could try to find a shooting guard and then still make Buzelis our sixth man, but it helps us out defensively. Garland and Mobley could still remain as the #1 kind of scoring options. And I mean, we get younger with that trade. It was really must needed. Okay, of course, Buzelis is a free agent. We better get bird rights on him, because if he walks, that just takes so much out of this team. Okay, so yeah, I mean, 5-year deal. He's out of high school. That's pretty cool. Dort, keep taking the 1-year deals. Pirtle, minimum, sure. He's been here forever now. And then Vinny Cheeks, we'll sign him after the next day of free agency, where we can afford to give him a deal. Yeah, sure. Take that. Boom. There we go. So we sign everybody, and we are going to try to go. Oh, Perry's just a terrible fit. But yeah, just pay him. I mean, our profit's going to be so bad. But either way, it's the final year. I just want to see if anybody else kind of changed teams. Oh, yeah, Luka's on the Hornets. Wemby leaves the East, goes to the West. I guess I'll take that. Ja joins the Mavericks. Zion joins Denver after 3 years in Brooklyn. Shea to the 76ers. Giddey to the Grizzlies. Everybody's switching teams. And let's see what the last year's rotation is going to look like. We're going to start Buzelis. Yeah. Perry's going to be the sixth man, followed by probably Cheeks, Brandon, Dort. Dort's going to get about 15 minutes a night. We'll give Brand about 18, Cheeks about 18, Perry about 24, Williams 28, Mobley 37, Barnes 34, Buzelis 29. That is good with me. System efficiency, 3.5-star defense. Let's see if we can win it all in year 10. So for the final season, Wemby gets MVP with the Sacramento Kings. Justin Carr, Rookie of the Year for the Nets. Is that the #1 pick? No, the 6th overall pick. Did they trade down or something? I'm not really too sure. Because, yeah, you would think with the #1 overall pick, they would have, like, the Rookie of the Year, or it'd be that guy that, I forgot his name, that was that wing that was supposed to be the #1 pick. It's Mobley, All-NBA first team in year 10. Maybe we built the perfect team around Mobley. He gets all defensive first team as well. We were solid this year. I mean, better than last year. We were the 4th seed. I thought we were going to be a 3-seeder better, to be honest with you. We did go 51-31, which is 2 wins better than what we were as a 4th seed 2 years ago. Garland was the winning scorer, followed by Mobley, Buzelis, Barnes, Mark Williams, and then you got Perry, Brand, Cheeks, Dort. I mean, the bench isn't great defensively, or offensively, but it's really what we're working with here. All right, we'll do Buzelis as the 6th man, sure, 2K. So can we beat the Milwaukee Bucks and go on to round 2? Yes, we can. We end up beating them in 6, but we do have to take on the Pistons. I was hoping for like a 8-seeded upset to make our path a little bit easier, but yeah, they still have Cason Wallace, Cade Cunningham, and Franz Wagner. They got Jalen Duren back. He's gone full circle because he went to Houston in year 3. What? Spent 3 years there, 2.5 years in Charlotte, a year and a half in New York, and now he's back in Detroit. It all comes full circle, man. But we are going to get swept. Okay, so yeah, this team did peak in the mid-years. I wonder if me giving up on Jarrett Allen and just trying something new hurt us in the long term, as Cason Wallace is your finals MVP with the Pistons. So I guess at least we lost to the team that dominated the playoffs and won it all. Yeah, because if we look at the trajectory of this team, like we started off not doing much in the first 2 years, but then we basically peaked from 2024 to 2029. If I can remember correctly, we lost to the Pacers in the Eastern Conference Finals this year. So that's what, a 5-year peak, winning 4 to those 5 titles. I mean, we easily could have just only won 2 if we lost to the Thunder or the Pelicans. But yeah, the last 3 years were rough. Like 2031 was our worst season of the video. Being the 10th seed, almost making the playoffs, but we didn't. And then being a 4th seed in 2030, losing to the Wizards, and then 2032 losing as well in the round 2. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Hope you guys did enjoy this 10-year Cleveland Cavaliers rebuild. Drop a like if you did and you want to see more 10-year rebuilds coming soon. I do enjoy doing these, so let me know. I love you guys, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.